Good morning everyone, welcome to a new video of rebuilding my Mark 5 GTI, which is right here. So in today's video we are going to be concentrating on repairing the radiator support. As you've probably seen in the previous videos, the part that's under the headlight is a bit cracked and we do have to repair it. I did end up buying a plastic welding gun. It's like a hot stapler gun that staples through the plastic just to make the plastic a lot stronger. So I will be trying this out and I'll let you know how I get on. I did end up buying it like last week, so I've never used it, so we will find out if it's any good. I ended up watching a few YouTube videos on how to do this and a lot of people were recommending these plastic welding guns, so I'm going to try it out and see how I get on. As you can probably see, we have the plastic cracked right here. It's not all the way around, it's just on this side and at the bottom here, and then it stops. So it's not the whole part of the plastic that we have to weld, it's just the top and the bottom here. So we have a hole here, and also we have the bolt has pulled out part of the plastic, which I will be trying to unscrew the bolt and combining these two plastic parts so I can bolt it back on. So the radiator support actually holds onto this front bash bar. So you might be thinking that I should just replace the whole radiator support, and yes, you would be right, but the main reason why I want to try repair this is just to learn something new, and this also isn't really like a very big structure part that I should just replace straight away without thinking of repairing, because if I can repair this I can obviously save a lot of time and some money. It isn't actually really expensive to replace, but the main thing is going to take a few hours to replace the whole radiator support. And also, as I said, I do want to learn something new, so I'm going to try it out. If I do a messy job at this, I will end up replacing the whole radiator support, but if I have the chance to learn something new, I'm going to try it out. It isn't like a very big structural part, because it just holds one bolt onto the headlight, and also the headlight just sits on top here, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we will be able to make this strong again, so it shouldn't be a problem to fix it. I have been looking at it and I think the welding gun that we have should be able to fix this, and there shouldn't be any problems later on down the line. This definitely isn't a how-to video, so I'm just going to probably time-lapse or speed up most of the clips, because first of all I don't really know what I'm doing apart from watching a few YouTube videos. So I'm going to try learn and see how we get on. I'll show you the end result as well and the process of trying to weld this back together. Also, I forgot to mention that I did end up buying this new part here because it was cracked right there and just broken in general, so I did end up buying a new one, and once I weld this plastic together I will be able to put this new part on, so it should fix our problem and we can mount the headlight back on the car. So as you can probably see, we do have this piece right here. I'm gonna try to plastic weld it back on here. I'll just try to fill these areas around it. From the back there is like a structural point, so because there's a hole here it's not going to be really weak, because you probably can't see from the back here, but there is like triangles going across to make this part stronger. So if there's a hole here, it doesn't really matter on the structure point of things. First thing I've noticed, this cable is a bit short. It would have been better if it was a bit longer, but the quality feels good. It feels nice and heavy in the hand. So start things off, it feels alright. We'll test it out and see how we get on. So this part here matches up nicely. I'm just gonna weld this part here and on the side, and also try to weld this part that mounts onto the front bash bar. We'll see how we get on. This part might be a bit tricky, but I'll try it out, see how we get on. It might hold on nice. So first of all, I'm going to heat up this plastic area where I'm going to be working, which is going to be here and here. And then once it's all heated up, I'm going to use this welding gun with these staples. You can probably see it here. And I'm going to follow along the line. So I would say that looks good. Now I'm gonna use this heat gun, and the first point is gonna be right here somewhere on the edge. Seems to be working straight away. Now you want to make sure that you don't melt through the plastic. I think that should be good enough. I'm gonna let it cool down a bit, and then I'll take out the welding gun. Okay, so the staple just came out. I guess it was too warm, but it seems to kind of done something. It's actually quite sturdy already, just from that. So I think I might have put in the staple a bit too much, and it's jammed in, it doesn't want to come out. So I'm gonna let it cool off a bit, and then I'm gonna take the staple gun out. It seems to be holding on a bit. I'm gonna let it cool off and go across this line here, then snip off these edges and fill in these gaps with some plastic. Alright, so the next staple I'm gonna put in here. So I'm actually just gonna take out the staple gun. It already seems to be quite sturdy. I think it's working. Alright, so now I'm gonna snip off these edges. And now the next thing is to melt some plastic on there. I have one of these that I'm just gonna use to smoothen this out. But first of all, I'm gonna melt some plastic inside. I am actually just gonna use a zip tie because I didn't buy any plastic. I've also seen people use zip ties, and I have one laying around, so I might as well use it. It looks like this is the correct spot for this part to go. I'm gonna melt some plastic around it just to get it. It is tight already, but I'm just gonna melt some plastic to this part, and then once it's attached, I'm gonna weld more plastic around just to make it a bit more stronger. As you can see here, we did manage to weld this part all the way to the bottom here, because that's where the crack goes. It doesn't go all the way around. and it is quite sturdy. I am moving this part around here at the end, and this whole part is moving, so I think this is gonna be quite strong.
Depo in the beat.
Seems to be quite sturdy now. I'm gonna fill in some plastic all the way around. I am trying to put the plastic in a bit deeper inside, so it actually melts through, there's more penetration, and it holds a lot stronger. So by the looks of things, I'm trying to move this, and honestly I think it's already stuck on nicely. I don't think it's gonna come off. I think I'm gonna leave it at that, start putting the parts back together, make sure this hole fits nicely, and I can put the bash bar back on. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for this part of the video. You probably saw some shots from the GoPro that was on my head while I was working, while I was trying to weld the plastic. We did manage to weld it all together. It is nice and sturdy. I think it's going to hold up quite good, and there shouldn't be any problems. If we do have problems down the line, I will obviously change the whole radiator support, which I probably don't want to do because it's going to take some time, and obviously add to our cost of this car. So the plans for this car in general are to rebuild it, have some fun with the car, maybe do some mods and then sell the car on. Try to get some profit probably, which we hopefully will, because I got the car for quite a good deal. And then probably look for a next project that we can do something a bit more enjoyable, like this 2-litre petrol GTI with 200 horsepower. Maybe the next car could be something along those lines, maybe a bit more expensive if we do get some profit from this car. So everything looks good, it's nice and sturdy, as I said. That's going to conclude this video. That's the main thing that I wanted to get done within this video. Some of the next things that we are going to do is put on some missing parts, straighten out some metal parts, also paint them, get everything ready. Once I buy the front bumper and the right front wing, we can just put them on and the car will be complete and ready to go. So I am actually looking for some wheels for this car as well, with some summer tires. The car is currently sitting on winter tires, and the front right tire is a bit ripped because of the accident. Now if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to see more of the future videos. I should be uploading some more videos on this car because it's still not complete. If you want to see that, also hit the notifications button that's right beside the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. Mainly on this car for the next couple of videos I will be concentrating on rebuilding this car, then probably a few mods, and then see where we get on later on down the line. If you want to see some future updates with this car other than YouTube, you can check out my Instagram. I'll leave it somewhere on the screen and in the description. I also do some photography and videography, so if you want to check that out, I post more often on Instagram. Any updates that I do with this car, I will also post it on Instagram. So if you want to have a look at my Instagram, make sure to check it out. Maybe follow if you like the content, and more content will be coming soon as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.